Good morning. My name is Audrey Castillo from Miss Northrup's AP 6th period class of English. And my presentation for you this morning is basically a novel of Peter Pan and Starcatchers. Basically like the pre-story, the background story of Peter Pan, your classical childhood hero from stories. And basically the story will contain a lot of adventure, a lot of excitement, and more details of how Neverland came to existence, who Peter Pan is, and how he eventually became like this amazing phenomenon boy that knows how to fly, and is accompanied by a fairy by the name of Tinkerbell and mermaids and such. What you will probably want to be intrigued about is that he is in fact an orphan in this story, and he didn't have much of a good background back in his old orphanage home, which is back at St. Margaret's Home for Wayward Boys back in England. And when he does eventually leave England with the rest of his companion of friends, the Lost Boys that eventually come to be later on in his stories, he actually bumps into this girl that he's never met before by the name of Molly Astor. And he's never met any girls, and so he's very socially awkward. And what he finds intriguing about Molly is that she has the hugest secret ever about this priceless treasure that they call as star stuff, or just dust. Basically like this amazing magical material from fallen stars that crash down to the earth. And mostly what she's protecting is this secret chest of that stardust. And right now on that ship with her up in Neverland, the ship itself, which is an ugly, very trashy looking ship, like a garbage barge. And what they realize is that the chest was supposed to be with her father back on the other ship, Wasp. And since she found out that that's the real chest that she has to find a way to get back to her father, because William Slank and Captain Black Mustache, who are against each other, but basically the evil doers in this story, will try and steal that stardust and use it against evil. And Molly and her father, with their group of secret society Starcatchers, have to do everything in their power to get that. And basically that story, the whole adventure, will detail how Peter Pan becomes who he is. And what I can show you with these illustrations I drew up a couple days ago is Tinkerbell is not who she may appear to be exactly. She's not the Disney version. She's more actually from the original of a lovebird found on the island that eventually comes into Neverland. And also to know about from the story that you may need to remember and keep in mind if you ever do become interested in this book is that the Stardust has a magical property besides making Peter Pan be able to fly, is that turning creatures into something they're not, such as fish into mermaids, birds into fairies, and basically making anything float, causing people to sleep, etc. So that's how Tinkerbell comes into existence, which is pretty unique in her story also. And besides Peter Pan and Molly's stories, you'll also learn a little bit about Captain Black Mustache and William Slank, as well as Peter's rather older and clumsy companion that he soon finds before Molly is Alf, who only dreams of a very happy, simple life. What I can leave you off with about this book is that Peter Pan, he's still very childish, but he still has the leadership skills of a kind of like a mature mind, and he eventually understands that becoming who he is at the end of the story, which you will see how the outcome is with the Stardust, of how he has to be on his own, or he can't be accepted by society, but he has to learn how to be on his own and figure out who he is still, his new self and character. And this is a very good read, and if you guys are into the classics, which is a very trending media and social media like fashion right now, the classic movies are coming back, and this is a very good way of relearning your childhood stories. That's all I have. Thank you.
Round of applause.